So good morning, y'all. Welcome back to the vlog. This is going to be another construction vlog, and this is going to be kind of a how-to video. I've had some questions on repairing some damaged wood and things of that nature, and it just so happens that today I have a client that has a post that holds up basically her back porch that has some rotten wood at the bottom of it. I'm not sure if I have to replace the entire post or just the trim around it, but I'm going to kind of show you how to do that, how to take it off, how to miter your corners, and how to put everything back together, how to caulk it, and then paint it, of course, and then be finished with that. So it should be a fairly simple process, but some of y'all have asked about different repairs and things of that nature, so I'm going to show you guys how to do that. Should be a quick day today, and then tomorrow we'll be starting a huge tile job. We've got about 600 square feet of tile we have to remove and then level the floor and lay back down, so that'll be something kind of different. But let's get this post looked at and see what we've got. Alright guys, this is the post in question right here. What you can see, we've got a big crack all the way around. We have cracks at the bottom where the wood has rotted out. Same thing over here, not as bad. Same thing on this side, but you can see, I don't know if you can see that, but I can push that wood all the way in. Same thing over here. I can push that all the way in. Same thing over here. So this is completely rotted out, needs to be replaced. So we'll take that off today right now and check out, see how the post feels okay. Generally those posts have a base at the bottom that elevates that post off the concrete so it doesn't hurt the bottom of the post. But we'll get this trim off and check it out and see what it looks like. Alright guys, so the first thing you want to do is actually cut the caulk. If it's not already removed, just cut it from the top all the way around. This is going to be pretty easy. Just take your hammer and your pry bar and just start removing the damaged trim. You can see it comes off, and it's this damage that comes off very, very easily. Alright guys, next step is pull your nails out. Don't leave any nails or anything in the post when you pull it back. Yeah, sometimes if you saw, you can't get the nails out because these are a trim nail, if you can see that very well, but sometimes those heads get worn out and you can't get them out, so it's okay to drive those nails actually back in. Alright guys, next thing you do is you go and you check the post. We're going to scrape all the old paint and any loose wood off of that and check this post. And make sure there's no structural damage to this post. So far it looks like it's just paint. There is a little bit of loose wood, but I think we'll be fine. Everything is solid. No loose on that, so do that all the way around. Remove all your loose paint, any loose caulking that's still there. Alright guys, you can see I got everything cleaned up. The post itself actually looks pretty good. You can tell there is a little bit of deterioration in this wood here. It's not bad. I checked the entire structure. Everything is solid.
I am going to ask her what she wants to do, if she wants to replace the entire post or just wrap it with the trim. What I'll do is go back with a 7.5 inch trim versus a 6 inch trim, so it'll cover all of this, still make it look pretty. The pole itself is solid, so she doesn't need to replace it, but sometimes clients just like to replace it just because. So I'll ask her and then we'll get that knocked out.
Alrighty guys, so she's opted for just the trim replacement, so we'll get that trim knocked out, and I think it's going to look good. I told her there's really no issues with the wood, the actual post itself, and she agreed. She doesn't want to replace the other posts, the other pieces of trim, so we're going to have 2 6-inch posts and then 1 8-inch post. So I'm going to head to Home Depot and get the wood real quick, come back and get that knocked out. Show you how to miter corners and do all that fun stuff. Alright guys, I'm going to show you something here real quick. When you're picking out your boards, you want to try to get a board that's as straight as you can get it. A lot of these boards, if you look down the long edge of the board, they'll have a crown or they'll have a bow. I'm going to show you a board right here that's got a pretty good bow in it. The crown's not bad, but it's got a good bow. And when you're doing trim work, you don't want a bowed or a crowned board. You want as straight as board as you can get, so check this out.
If you can see how that board kind of bows out. You look at one side and one side, the crown is good, so it doesn't bow up that way, but the board bows out. So we don't want that board. And so you look at a board like this, it's got a slight bow, but this is the best one I found. But it's still better than the other board. It's just barely got a bow to it, but no crown at all. So this is the board we're gonna go with. $9.62, guys. That is the cheapest I've ever walked out of Home Depot spending. I actually felt weird because usually I spend hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars, but man, I like that shopping bill. That works. But heading back to the job site now, try to get this knocked out before lunch. Got about an hour and a half because I don't want to stop and come back to eat lunch because I'm kind of working out in the country. But gonna try to get all this knocked out before lunch, and then, well, y'all know, it'd be lunchtime.
Alright guys, so we're back on the job site here, and man, it started raining on me. We're trying to dodge raindrops, but it's getting wet. Try to get this done. I got everything up top caulked, got a few of the little repairs, but all this stuff is right on the concrete, and it's kind of raining, but we're going to try to get this knocked out as quick as we can because it may start raining pretty good here shortly. But anyway, I'm going to show you real quick how to measure this and how to cut your mitered corners, and then we'll get everything nailed in and caulked up. So let's go. So what we're first going to look at is the width of this post. So it's about 3 and hair over 5/8. We're going to say 3 3/4. And the post should be the same on all 4 sides, but we always want to check just to make sure. And that looks pretty good. That one looks pretty good. And that one looks pretty good. So we're going to call it 3 3/4 on all 4 sides. And then, like I said before, we're going to take this one down all the way down to the base and run it up here to about 7.5 inches. Alright guys, so the first measurement is going to be 22 inches. So we're going to measure up here. Put your tape on the board like that. Make sure it's tight and snug. Measure down 22. And the way I do it is I put an arrow. So if you do like this, 22, put an arrow. That way you know where that arrow meets, right there, that's exactly where that line needs to be. Then you come back with a speed square. This is called a speed square. It's a triangle, but it's called a speed square. You basically just lay this down right on that edge with your arrow and make your mark. Then you come back with your skill saw and you can cut your line nice and straight.
Alright guys, so I've got my marks. I'm going to cut these lines all the way down. You can see here, they're going to be cut at an angle to the outside of that board. Now I can't cut and hold the saw and the camera and the board at the same time, so here's your before cut. And there's the end cut right there. That's the finished product. Post will be inside of here. We'll have another board here, here, and here, and that one going all the way down. Alright guys, so we got the board temporarily put up. I only put 2 nails in it. I want to make sure everything's going to fit, but that's going to cover that whole post all the way down. I'll caulk the edges. Let's finish out the sides right now and then caulk the tops, and that's kind of what it looks like before. Now let's get the sides cut and the front cut and put them on. Alright guys, so what it is, I went ahead and cut the first 45 because we have to measure that 3 3/4 measurement was from inside to inside. So this is considered the long side. This is considered the short side or inside. So I had to measure from here to here is 3 3/4. And then we're going to cut our angle 45 degrees that way. As you can see the line. So let's get that cut real quick. Alright guys, so we got this one cut now. And this is going to be the face of the board. As you can see here, we've got it from edge to edge. So now, once this board is attached, we'll come back and we'll measure from this corner to that corner over there and determine that measurement, and the same thing for the other side, and then cut that board to that length with the same 45-degree cuts. Alrighty y'all, looks like everything's fit pretty good. I already dry fitted everything, haven't nailed it back in obviously. Kind of wanted to show you this, but everything blocks up really nice. All the corners look good. So I'm going to go ahead and nail this up temporarily, and then we'll check it for square and then nail it up, put some screws in it too, and then caulk it up. Alright guys, we got everything nailed in. Everything actually looks pretty good. Don't have any big huge gaps. All the corners look good. This looks good over on this side. Let's show you how this looks over here. So that's kind of how that's going to look as it goes down. It's going to cover up all the way down that post. If you recall earlier, that post, you can see the post and the concrete that was bare. So this is going to cover all that up. And then same thing up here is going to cover all the edges. So we're going to caulk all this and fill all that in. Take that void away, but overall that looks pretty good. Alrighty y'all, so there you go, it's all caulked up, got all the corners done, all the tops done, nail holes filled and everything. So gonna let this dry over lunch, come back and we'll put some paint on it.
1 hour later.
Alright guys, just got back from lunch, gonna start getting all this stuff painted. Hopefully it's not gonna take me too much longer. I've got 2 other appointments to get to today. I'm already a little bit behind schedule because I had to let the caulk dry a little longer than I expected, but shouldn't take me long to get this painted up, so let's get it painted and then head on down the road. Alright guys, there you have it. The first coat is done. I'm going to let that dry for about 15-20 minutes. It's in the sun. I'm going to pack up the rest of my tools and then put another coat on this. Be done for the day. Well, at least done working for the day. I've got, like I said, 2 other appointments today I've got to go do, so whew, busy. Alrighty y'all, so that's it for the trim repair. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and the little quick instructional on how to. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel. I'd greatly appreciate it. Smash that like button. Smash that thumbs up button. Smash it hard. Hulk smash that like button. And I'll see you guys in the next one.